Today, from Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Tennessee Titans taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off play action. Starr.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off around the 37. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. So here are the Ravens with great field position to start out. They'll be led out by their highly decorated quarterback, Aaron Rodgers.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. They set up the screen to Portis. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He'll look to shake off the interception on the opening drive. He should at least be comforted that it resulted in 3, not 6.
And if I were him, I would be the guy all the way out on the field greeting my my defense now, saying thanks a lot. You held them to a field goal after I turned it over. That's a big defensive stand for them. He needs to go out now and make up for what he did on the first drive.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Starr. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Starr. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
He finds his man, complete. It's Atkins. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here comes Reed. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 17 carries, 67 yards.
And to me, the goal is the exact same thing as last week. Get him the ball early and often. I think he's got another big game in him in this one.
And the ball is knocked out. It's picked up by the Titans. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players, knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
On 1st down, Atkins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy set the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football, Doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. On the give, here's Portis. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A run with Portis. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now Rodgers. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. And go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down.
Well, when you time those screen passes perfectly, they can work perfectly. But that time, it took a little too long to develop.
And you zeroed in on exactly what makes that play go. Timing. Because if the timing's off at all, those unblocked defenders coming at the quarterback, they'll put him on the deck.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. That's Clayton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Throwing is Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Mason. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. That time a 6-play drive, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Looking to throw. Starr.
Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Now he'll look to throw here on second. Can't get away, and he's taken down. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up third down.
Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Back to throw. Starr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a give left side. It's Portis. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They hand it off to Portis. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. On play action, now Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Clayton. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Portis. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the 39, Rodgers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Rodgers now on 1st down. He's got Mason, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Second and 2. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Portis. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now a carry for Portis. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Face mask. Defense.
Well, when you get an elite running back like he is, sometimes you've got to employ the by any means necessary method to get him down.
Yeah, sometimes you're relieved even if a flag comes out. But if you just get the hand up and you get it on the mask, you can kind of get away with that. But as soon as you curl it around the finger or the hand, that's pretty easy for everyone to see, and they'll call that one every time.
Now we'll look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll try and run for it here with Portis. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
And now third and goal coming up, the loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
This offense so far on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is third and goal. To throw is Rodgers. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Only a 3-yard loss there on the sack, but more importantly, it leads to a 4th and goal.
Third and goal they decided to throw for, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open. Left him nowhere to go with the football. Had to absorb the sack.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Tucker's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on third down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Tennessee offense set to go again.
They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Starr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. On second down now. It's Atkins. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now to add the point after. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This one fielded at the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. So with the 3 interceptions, how does he erase those from his mind and just focus on this drive?
I think he may need some help from the coaching staff. Maybe the offensive coordinator says, okay, let's do a few of the shorter throws, quick rhythm throws where the ball's out of his hand quickly into a receiver before the defense can react. Maybe not take so many shots downfield, just in case. Get your confidence back up, and then later on, you expand the targets again.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41, and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And that stretches the lead to 27. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Takes it at the 7.
Set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Now they got to get to the line quickly. He'll let it go deep for Freeman. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Titans get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get 1, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good, and it makes it 27-7 now. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter.
2nd and 9.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. It's Clayton. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Rodgers. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground.
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon. Thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll start in the AFC at Paul Brown Stadium. Miami in town to take on Cincinnati. And they are just about ready to head to halftime with the Dolphins on top. Dexter Williams with a touchdown run. From there, we head down south to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting Jaguars. Nick Mullins has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check in on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. And this one going the visitors' way as the Texans have the lead in that one. DeAndre Hopkins, a touchdown reception. In our game has been Aaron Rodgers, who was on target in the first half. His guys have a 3-touchdown lead as we're about ready to go into the second half. And to get you through it, we give it back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. As we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Taking it about the 1, and he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime. And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He finds his man complete. That's Mason. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 44-yard line. Running right, Portis. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Rodgers going to throw. He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferkser. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 28.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And he is going to get this close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the Titans' 19-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Rodgers now to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
7 yards, the pickup there. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And again, it's Rodgers. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Anthony Ferguson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Tucker now for the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. The third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And that is incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sideline and in the huddle looking at each other.
Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. Yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect, because that means the
pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack.
Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing second and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now it's Rodgers. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. To throw, it's Rodgers. And it's complete right back to Ridley. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That's taken on the 25. So holding there on the return, and that'll back them up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw. Starr. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. From the gun on 3rd down. Starr throwing the out route and complete. That's Freeman. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
56 right there, 56. Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Throwing on 1st down. Starr gets it off to Freeman. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Back to throw. Starr. And incomplete on the deep ball. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Now, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the 2nd half.
And I get it. In this situation, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down? They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. The tackle there by Brian Poole. On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now to this point. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, Rodgers. He finds his man, complete. It's Clayton. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he loses the football a 2nd time. It's picked up by the Titans. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And they are going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. So hold the phone here, Charles. I've kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. The question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that challenge, a successful one. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. They'll try to run this one in. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
There have not been a lot of great moments for this defense throughout this game. Finally, they have one they can hang their hat on. A nice stop there.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. Fourth and goal from the 2. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. The run is turned away on fourth and goal from the 2. And the Titans defense will celebrate the goal line stand. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the fourth, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed. It's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
To throw on second down, Starr. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. On third down, Starr. That'll be caught downfield by Morton. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
On first and 10, Starr. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Cameron Hayward in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Looking to throw. Starr got his man complete over the middle. It's Freeman. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And they look to finish strong in this fourth quarter. And this is a unit that certainly has turned things around from a week ago. Just a much more productive all-around ball game.
49, 49, come on, 49, come on, we got it!
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Pick it up, guys, pick it up. 49's the mic, watch 49. Let's go, D. Let's go.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the one touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This is the type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for Baltimore, they level their mark at 4-4 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the L.A. Rams. Meanwhile, for the Titans, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.